What is up, YouTube? Skiz1 here. Welcome today to episode 16 of Sticker Sesh Sundays. Sticker Sesh Saturday slash Sunday. You know what I mean. So, as always, I'll show you what we did last week here in terms of stickers. Just a few. But basically, if anyone here is new, what we do is here on Sticker Sesh Saturdays slash Sundays, we just do a few stickers, hang out, that kind of thing, talk about graph, and it's a pretty chill little stream. Espresso, what's up? So yeah, we didn't do too much last time, but finished this guy up last time. Yeah, I'm hoping today to do something a little more complicated as well. It's been so long since I've actually done something that I have put, like, it sounds bad, but that I've put 100% effort into. So for me, I think I really would like to just do some stuff that's takes a little bit of thinking, basically. So I'm gonna be, I think I mentioned it last time, I still have yet to start the canvas that I said I was gonna be doing recently, but I'm gonna hopefully be getting that done soon. Or at least started soon is what I'm thinking here. But yeah, that'll be a whole video in itself. I was thinking about doing it on stream, but I want to have, I want to have all the time I need to just think about what I'm doing when I do that. I don't want to have to be worried about, like, trying to move at a specific pace to make it interesting, like I would have to do in a live stream or anything like that. I just want it to be something that I can actually focus on and do as a good piece. But yeah, that canvas is coming. Also, the 4K battle is still gonna be happening. I know I said, I sort of half announced it on stream forever ago, but it's taking forever, obviously. No, but it's just because, like, you can only focus on so many different things at one time, really. And like with work, I'm just trying to make sure I have a steady stream of stuff on the channel, because frankly, if you don't have like a semi-steady stream of anything, YouTube just hates your channel. Like, they will take your views and make sure you don't get any for forever if you just stop posting stuff. It's really annoying. Like, if I'm posting consistently like one thing a week even, I can stay at like 400-500 views a day-ish. If I don't post anything in 1 month, they're gonna be like, all right, we're giving you 80, 90, 100 views a day. It's actually that bad. It's you wouldn't believe it, but it's actually that bad. Nice espresso. Yeah, the place I work actually has like tons and tons of different stickers as well, so and one of the people I work with is the person in charge of like buying all the stickers for my work, so they get like supplier prices, which are awesome. Just trying a few weird new hand styles out here, obviously. Not really feeling any of them, but that's okay. Oops. What the hell? Just ignore that. Yeah, I'm streaming a little bit earlier than usual today. That's because I have a family gathering I actually have to go to later, which I'm not incredibly impressed about. But it is what it is, I guess. It's just not how I had planned to use my Sunday. I'm really trying to... Like, lately I've really felt like I just need to do something and put all my effort into it. Like, in terms of graph, and I was sort of hoping to do that today. Last weekend I did a sticker, and it was like a 10 sticker attached together piece, and I was fairly happy with that. So now, doing that made me sort of want to do something even better again. Like, it's nice sometimes when you just can find your own motivation. And that's super rare for me sometimes, so I want to take advantage of that while I have the opportunity. Just did some little mini hand styles here. Yeah, the first one's okay. I don't know. I like the bottom one I just did there. I try and make sure I don't get stuck doing like one hand style all the time. I mean, I do have some that are sort of like my go-tos when I'm just tagging something quickly or something like that, but I do try and make sure I change it up. Keep some fresh stuff happening. Finished editing a video, by the way, this morning. So I'm going to post that. It's going to be up, hopefully, for Wednesday morning. That's the plan. But, like, it's all done and everything. I even have the thumbnail shot and all that, so I really just have to upload it. So if I don't upload it by Wednesday, you guys should yell at me. Alright, I'm going to jump right into something a little bit more complicated here. GD, what's up? Do I have a pencil anywhere? Of course I do. It's my desk. Why wouldn't I have pencils here? They're covered in dust because I never use pencil, but actually gonna try and pencil out a little bit of a design here before I go right into it. Ah, Rush, gotcha. I remember now, I remember. What the hell is this? Oh my god. Hopefully it's not going to be one of those days where I just am not firing. But I did not like the start of that sticker that I just tried to do. I think a lot of it is working in restricted spaces on stickers is totally not for me. Like, if I'm going to do anything complicated, I want my full space. And stickers do not allow for that. Hate putting pencil marks everywhere because it's sort of a pain when you know you're going to be filling in with markers and whatnot, but I'm more just looking at like what the actual letter structure is going to look like here. I don't even really care if it is a finished sticker with some pencil lines in it. I just want to get a little bit of flow going. It's important. Get your mind moving a little bit. So we're going to try a couple little connection-y things here. Oh yeah, Rush? I always wonder if anyone ever like watches any of the old ones, so it's good to hear that. Why don't you have time now, though? Is it, if it's because of work, I can tell you I understand, because there's some people that stream like during the day on Tuesdays that I used to watch all the time, but now it's like I have to work, so I can't, and it's just sucky. Very sucky, I have to say. That's partly why I try and do Saturday ones, because like Saturday and Sunday I don't work on, so they're the days I should be taking advantage of and whatever, but I know a lot of people work on the weekends and all that, which is sad. Oh, dropping my stuff already. Okay, so you don't work yet? You'll see eventually. Eventually you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm really trying to put a bit of effort into the actual structure of this piece here. So, bear with me. I'm trying to do it fast at the same time. Yeah, I know you don't get jobs when you're 8, Rush. I didn't have a job till I was like 14 or 15. That was when my first job was. I don't know, what colors are we thinking here for a fill? Let me know, because I always have trouble choosing colors. Well, I shouldn't say that. Sometimes I know, actually. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I want this to be this color. It's gonna look dope. And then other times I'm like, okay, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Trying to blend these letters together a little bit. Get that hopping. Oops. I think I'm going to extend this by a third sticker here. Just add a Z, call it a day. Then we're going to get into the fill-in. For anyone who has been asking, which there's been several people for a long time, to see like some of my real-time process on an actual piece, this is basically it. I never used to sketch with pencil. I always used to just go right into the markers, do that right away, because I mean I saw different artists doing that and they could do it, so I'm like, oh, I want to be like them, and I'm going to start with a permanent marker and whatever. But it's honestly just such a time saver, really, to do pencil first, because if you screw up, you don't have to go back and like because you're gonna screw up and you're gonna end up needing to fix stuff. So don't use something that's hard to fix like permanent marker first. I mean, like if I need to use a marker, I can do a okay little piece and that sort of thing with it. But so much more beneficial to be able to, like, it's beneficial for your thinking to be able to just use a pencil and get your stuff straight before you try and do any crazy stuff. Yeah, actually, Rush, I did a sticker trade with Sive a long time ago, and I mean, I think he was just really busy because he never actually sent me a pack back. But yeah, he got my pack, and he actually did a really nice little video on it. He showed the whole pack and everything, and it's up on his channel still if you search like Skiz Sive sticker trade or something. I don't know. You'll find it. But yeah, we traded it one time. I would have liked to get a lot of his work, but oh well. But yeah, I think he was just busy and didn't get around to sending the pack back or whatever. Which is okay, I don't really mind. It would be different if I thought he was trying to rip me off or something, but I mean, I don't think that was exactly his plan, so... How am I finishing this letter off? What the hell? What am I trying to do here? What am I trying to do? There we go. Oh yeah, mine was like a actual trade. I've never sent anything to his sticker submission thing, but obviously a ton of people use that. That's really awesome. It's cool that he still does that. Do you know, Rush, if he still prints, because I know he was taking, like, orders and printing people's stickers for them and stuff like that at one point. And I always thought I should, give him an order, help him out a little bit, and, you know, support another, sticker artist, but never ended up getting around to it. But if he still does that, I would like to jump on that. Fill in colors. What are we doing here? I want to do something sort of, I don't know. Since I grabbed these two colors, I might just roll with it. See what these colors look like first, of course. It's a pretty basic yellow, I don't know. Yeah, okay. That's a light enough pink. We can work with that. I think I'm going to do this and do it like a good black outline. Can never go wrong with a black outline. We're going to try that, see how it goes. Maybe try a little blending here. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what we feel like. Yeah, I didn't think he did the sticker submission. I mean, not the submission. Whatever, his screen printing stuff. I didn't think he did that anymore, just because I hadn't seen any of his videos on it in a long time. But you never know. And I mean, I'm sure he still has the equipment to do it, since he probably spent a lot of money on it, so. Yeah. I think that was sort of like a bit of an attempt from him to try and turn YouTube into a bit more of a business for him, which was smart. I mean, I would like to be able to find some way like that to be able to make YouTube more of a part of what I do in my everyday life, but that is a lot easier said than done. Definitely a lot easier said than done. Props to him for trying that, though. But I mean, he has so many freaking subscribers now anyway, he should be able to. So, I don't know what he's doing. Like, my point of view is that he has so many subscribers now that he should be able to be uploading stuff every day. And I feel like if he were to just commit to uploading stuff every day, or not even every day, like every couple days, every 3 days, like just do it full time, that he'd be fine and he'd be able to like make YouTube his thing. But I mean, I don't know, maybe he doesn't want to do that. That's another thing, you never know. Not everyone wants to do this kind of thing full time, and it's understandable. It's actually a hell of a lot of work. People don't realize that. Yo, Will, what's up? Rush tips for wild style. I was gonna make another sort of tutorial on that, because I was thinking about how I get those questions a lot. But the main thing I can say about it is, like, don't progress past a point that, like, don't try and learn 10 different things at the same time. Try and learn one thing at a time. Like, if you're comfortable doing straight letters, don't try and completely make something wild out of a straight letter. Right after that, try doing straight letters with a little bit of a connection between them, or with like a couple tails on them, elements like that. And then once you get comfortable, once you start feeling like those are looking good, that's when you should sort of add some more tails or bend the structure of the letters a little bit. Like, try and do one thing at a time. Like, actually try and pick something, like an element of the letter that you want to focus on a little bit, focus on making better, and like learn that one thing. So it's sort of like, it's not from simple to wild right away. It's going to be more from like simple to a little bit less simple to a little bit less simple. Like, there's several steps between simple and wild style. It's not an all at once type thing. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know if that's actually helpful at all. That's why I want to do like another video on it, because I want to be able to actually explain what I'm trying to say. I want to make sure it's clear, and when I do it in a video format, I can at least like watch it back and be like, okay, that will probably be helpful to people, or okay, that's not helpful at all to people. You know, just clean it up, make it an actual helpful thing. But yeah, that video will be happening eventually, but there's a few things we gotta tackle before that, like the 4K subscriber battle. That I promise it will be happening before that video. Holy crap, why is there such a hard line here where the pink and the yellow are blending? Very strange. Not blending very well here. That's okay. that's the hard part about blending colors when you have a piece where all the letters are connected, because when part of it dries up, you can start seeing parts like that where they've been, like, you stopped, let the marker dry, came back to it, that sort of thing. Dropped a stick earlier. Pick that up. Yeah, Rush, that's not a bad thing, though. Like, that's how you can start, like, tags to throwies to straight letters. Like, it's the whole sort of progression. And I'd rather see someone able to do super dope throwies and not be able to do any pieces at all, rather than someone who can do crappy pieces. Because it just shows that they understand a little bit more about what they should be trying to do, what they might not be able to do that yet. It's like it shows that you sort of know where you are in terms of your skill level. You're not trying to do stuff that is a bit crazy or out of your range yet. And I think when you do like enough throwies and enough smaller like straight letter pieces, it'll sort of come naturally. Like, I think you'll want to almost like subconsciously, you're gonna start wanting to make stuff more complicated, and you'll just, without even trying, sometimes you find little ways to make your pieces a little bit more complex, stuff like that. And the best way to avoid like getting into the trap of doing stuff and trying to make it more wild than you should is just not even think about it. Just think about, like, you're just doing a piece, doing it to have fun, and honestly, when you're not stressed out and you're having fun with your pieces, that's when you're gonna just be able to create some cool stuff that you like. You'll create cool stuff and you won't even really be trying, and that's the awesome part about it. Trying to get this blended down a little bit. Oh, actually, if I had blended the whole thing like that, that would be cool. Sort of like a white area in between the two colors, but too late since I didn't really do that with the other letters. Oh well, for next time. So you discover some stuff. We learned something. Nice. Hey, Draco's here. What's up? That's what I'm saying, Rush. Where's all the 4,000 subs? It's because so many of my subs are old, right? Like, since I've been on YouTube for like 6-7 years now, so many of my subs that subscribed back when I first made videos, they probably haven't been on YouTube in ages and ages. So really, although it says I have 4,000 subs, I mean, I really only have a couple hundred active subs, which is a little sad, but that's how it is. That's okay though. I don't mind having a channel that's like small. I mean, of course I would prefer having a really big channel, but it takes time. And YouTube, I mean, I really do think YouTube needs to cooperate a little bit, which they don't. Gonna try and outline this whole thing in the 0.8 millimeter marker here. Of course, when I have a line like that, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger because it's like such an important part of the S. It's one of the main parts of the letter, so you want to emphasize it a little bit. Of course, that would be easier if I just used a bigger marker. It would look a little better. Sorry, I'm a little quiet on this outline just because I don't want to screw it up. But I don't know, I don't like the look of the black and the yellow together, to be honest. Never been my favorite color combo. But, you know, at least the black ensures that all these pencil marks are adequately covered up. That's what I'm most worried about. Even though at the beginning I said I don't care if there's pencil marks, I sorta do. Gotta admit it. Gotta pick a 3D color too. Gonna throw a color in the 3D and give it a bit of emphasis that way. What do I prefer, Copics or Style File? I would have to say, in terms of how easy they are to blend, Copics for sure. And that's partly because now I'm just so used to working with the brush tip on the Copics, and the brush tip makes blending super, super easy. So probably for that reason alone, almost the Copics. And I also do think the Copic markers will last a little bit longer. And they also do have the refills, which I don't believe Style File has refills for any of their markers. So yeah, overall I'd say the Copics are are my favorite. Definitely nothing wrong with the Style File markers though, they're a really good marker. And I mean, as far as like a budget marker goes, they're quite good, really. The only thing I watch with them is a lot of times I find that the Style File markers, they have like the color rings on the Style File markers are sort of off. But I mean, that's sort of the case with a lot of different markers. I mean, even the Copics on some of them. Gotta watch what you're doing. Make sure you test the color out before you start using it. Yeah, the Style File do have brush markers as well, but I just find blending with the Copics brush markers, I find blending with them easier than blending with the brush markers of the style file still. All right. Trying to make sure that this whole little connection-y thing isn't going to overpower any part of the S here, so I'm trying to be really careful about where I finish this line, how thick I make it, all that kind of stuff right now. Because, like, if you make your lines so that they're drawing the viewer to the wrong area, sort of, then your piece isn't going to make so much sense, and that's not ideal, right? So you gotta be really careful when you do this kind of thing a lot of the time. And I mean, I put so many different places where these letters connect in here that you gotta make sure you're not screwing that up either. That's the thing, like, if you don't think you can handle having too many connections and thinking about every single one in a wild style piece, then maybe don't go, like, if you're gonna put a connection in or something like that, you need to be certain that you're gonna remember to take care of it the right way when it comes time to outline it. So, like, if I had gone in and just done this whole thing around here and not sort of blended it with this part of the S, I guarantee you would not, it would be really hard to see the actual S in the piece, like, even harder than it is as it is right now. So, like, if you feel comfortable adding that kind of thing, that's how you know you can progress a little bit more, work into something a little more complicated. Isaac, what's up? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I actually didn't buy my Copic markers. I was gifted them by my girlfriend, and um I would never have bought them myself, to be honest. But my girlfriend is the best, I guess. So she got me these Copic markers, and I really do think they've elevated my sketch game a lot. But that's only because I've been practicing a lot with them, to be honest. Like, the marker really isn't going to be what makes the difference between you making good art and not good art, so I wouldn't even stress about it. And I still use the style file markers that I have. Like, it's not like I've abandoned them or anything. They're still super awesome markers. Rush, I like that. That's the thing. It's not like the marker is not what makes the difference. Like, you gotta know how to use whatever you're using. That's why you see people on Instagram that can pick up Crayola markers and draw up awesome tags with them in 10 seconds. It's not because Crayola is any good, it's because they're just so good at doing what they do. They can do it with even Crayola markers. Like, having cool markers and whatever is fun, but it doesn't make you a good artist, and I wish more people would understand that. When I started writing, all I had was Crayola markers. That was like what I started. I didn't even have Sharpies. I had one black Sharpie and a set of Crayola markers that were just like in my house. And that was the first black book slash sketchbookish thing that I did. It was full of little tiny pieces that I had done in the Crayola markers. And to be honest, I used them enough that, like, you wouldn't really be able to tell that they're Crayola markers. If you saw some of the pieces, like, they're terrible because they're the first pieces I ever attempted, but like, I figured out how to blend with them a little bit and stuff like that, and it's still possible, even with lower quality stuff. Sometimes you just have to do it a different way, learn it a little bit better, that kind of stuff. Squad, what's up? Homemade graffiti markers. You know, it's too bad that people buy so many of their markers now, because it's actually a lot of fun making homemade ones. So I approve of your video idea, Squad. That's a good one. I like it. I hope it does well. Squad, you use the Crayolas too? One thing I actually really like about the Crayolas, not even gonna lie, is they, I remember doing this in school when I was super young too. Like, if you just flick the marker, right? They're one of the easiest markers to just flick and get like the splatter effect with, so I would do that all the time with the Crayolas. What time are we at here? Oh, we're at 48 minutes. Damn, I didn't know I used literally all our time on this. I'm going to try and throw the 3D on here. Probably have to finish it up off cam, but it'll be on my Instagram when it's done. So look out for it there. Yeah, Rush, it takes a long time to even be able to like make a lot of stuff that you're happy with. Like, I remember, I mean, still most of my stuff that I do, I don't end up liking it, but don't let that discourage you. It's pretty normal to not like most of the stuff you do, and that's still like, that's me completely still. I don't like a lot of the stuff I do. Yeah, the only art store near me that sells markers is Michael's, and they're super expensive, so I don't really, if I'm buying markers, it's usually online. You know what, this is looking a little better with the 3D on it, to be honest. .3D is going to be white until I finish it up off camera, unfortunately, but I'm going to post this on my Instagram. I have another sticker I want to post on my Instagram that I'm actually super happy with, but I haven't posted it yet. I only posted the beginning stages of it, what it was looking like. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Squad. If you're smart, you'll use the coupon, right? So I have, like, they send a coupon every week in the paper, or you can go online and get it, but it's like one item 40% off. So the only time I'll go into Michael's is when I have the 40% off coupon. I'll go in there, buy like a pack of canvases or something and get 40% off on it. But otherwise, I have no reason to go in there whatsoever. But yeah, you're right. They do give out a lot of coupons, and that sort of makes it worthwhile sometimes. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The S is not the same style as these other two letters, and it's really pissing me off now, but I don't know how I can fix that at the moment. But yeah. I'll finish that one up later. Just gonna do a bit of a simple style here. Squad, that's a cool question. What is your opinion on older writers not liking younger writers writing on trains? I would say I wish younger writers in general had more respect for older writers. I also think older writers should have more respect for younger writers. I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's like how there's so much beef in a lot of graphs still, and I don't understand why. This is the same thing. I don't understand it. Why can't people just get along, right? But specifically with regards to writing on trains, I think a lot of the older writers are worried about how they've created like a chill spot, or kept a spot very chill to write on. If it's a train yard that's like not active, that kind of thing. And I think they're worrying about younger writers coming in and not just coming and doing their thing on the trains, but actually, like, if you are painting on some of the tracks where they don't know writers are there yet, and you end up painting on the fresh walls beside the track, that's how the people in the train yards know that they actually have a problem. Is not because, like, trains will roll up and have graph on them all the time, right? So there's no indication that people are using your train yard until there's actual graffiti in your train yard. So I know of a lot of cases of some older writers being irritated at younger writers for that, because they're sort of like exposing some spots that have been chill spots for a long time. So I mean, I think you can learn a lot from older writers, specifically with how to do things properly, which can be really helpful, and it can actually save you. In some cases, it can like save your life, but I also think a lot of older writers are just sort of stuck up for no good reason whatsoever, and that really irritates me. And as far as it goes, like, it's not their trains, it's like they have young writers have as much right to write on them as the older ones do. Really, no one has any right because it's illegal, so the older writers shouldn't really be saying anything about it, as far as I'm concerned. Dopey, what's up? Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I mean, Dopey, I would be hitting, like, just more chill ones. Like, I wouldn't want to be hitting new ones. Like, I don't want to draw attention. I would want to do my damn piece, you know? Just want to do my stuff. Leave me alone. So I don't want anyone, like, screwing around with me. It's just sort of common sense. I don't know. So, like, you gotta listen to a lot of older writers sometimes, but I wish older writers would listen a little bit more to, well, not listen, just be less stuck up some of the time. That would be nice. Yeah, Rush, Ireland, as far as I know, it's a very, you have a lot of, like, really old mountains, right? So it's essentially a bunch of hills, and that's not ideal for having train routes through. As far as I know, I could be wrong on that, though I've never been to Ireland. It would be a cool place to go to, though, gotta say. Oh, I'm trying to get a blue marker out from way at the bottom of my thing. Here we go. Cobalt blue. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to finish this off, and then we'll do our roll call. Then I gotta head out. As I said earlier, I have a family gathering that I'm gonna end up having to go to. Not the funnest thing in my day. I was hoping I could just start a canvas, get a lot of progress done on it actually, and, like, to get it done. But yeah. Yeah, tattooing is a really good route to go down, actually. I mean, you can make good money tattooing. And to be honest, that's like tattooing something where you can use your skill, and there's a big demand for it. So honestly, that's a really good idea, Dopey. And you're right, like a lot of the younger writers too, they are people who get irritated about older writers not writing as much, not bombing every single night. Well, it's like they don't understand some of the time. Like when you have kids and you have a family that you need to think about, it's not the same as just going out with your friends each night. Like you have legitimate responsibilities, and a lot of people don't see that necessarily. For me, that's one of the reasons I always have so much respect for older writers in general, because a lot of them have continued, just in any way at all, to be involved in the scene with so many different responsibilities that they have. So really, that's a really awesome thing. I think it's cool. What time am I at here? I'm at 1 hour, so I have 3 minutes. Yeah, this is gonna get cut off. That's the thing. We get into these great conversations on our streams here, and this is why I love doing these streams. Time runs away, though, you know? Now we're gonna see how fast I can finish off some 3D. Alright, 3D's done. I'll highlight it later. In the meantime, anyone who wants their name up, let me know. We're gonna do a little roll call right here. I know Rush has been here the whole time. I'm gonna... throw Rush's name up real quick here. Anyone else that wants their name up, let me know. We got like a minute and a half left here. We got Seek. I'm really sorry if the stream gets cut off before I can finish these. Post. Gonna try and not miss any here. Post. We got Seek. All right. Rush, since you've been here the whole time, I'm gonna do a little throw. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna have time. Yeah, I got less than 30 seconds before we get cut off. So yeah, thanks for chilling. And look for the finished one of this on my Instagram. It's @skizgraffiti. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll get a video posted this Wednesday. Till my next one, peace.